Hi guys, it's Sarah here. Today I want to show you guys how I use tweezers and other tools to separate eggs during hatching. So the reason why this cluster of eggs that you see in the middle of the screen right now is mostly blue is because I just took them out from some diluted methylene blue, and I kind of overdosed this batch with methylene blue. This shouldn't really change their hatching rate, but it's gonna stain their eggs blue. Okay, so the first method that I'll show you is to use two tweezers. So I have two tweezers here. So when I separate the eggs, I don't actually touch the eggs themselves. So I'll try to put two of them. Let's see, so you see the white one there. So I put one tweezer in between the bad eggs and the rest of the eggs, and the other one also in there. And then I just do this separation. So you must be able to see the string in between them. So those are some natural sticky strings that the eggs comes with. So now you'll be able to see that I can separate the moldy one now. So let me do this again. So I try to find the moldy one first, put one tweezer kind of in between the good ones and the moldy one. The other one also in between them, and then I just do a pull action. Do you see that string right there? So I do a pull action until they're far enough. So you see that this one is sticking to the tweezer, so I kind of remove it that way. So this is how I separate bad eggs from good eggs, and it's exactly the same when I separate good eggs into individual ones, because that way they'll have a higher hatching rate. So I will put, let's see if I want to separate that one out. I'll put one in between that eggs and the rest of the batch. The second one also in between. So the tweezers are not actually holding the eggs together, and I just separate them like that. And I do the same when I want to separate this eggs from the tweezer that it gets stuck to. So that's the first method that I use. The other method that I found is also pretty good is I'll get something like this. It's those like I actually don't know the name of it, but it's the same tool that you use in your chemistry class. And because the tip, it's just big enough to put one egg there. So I would usually use this to cover a good egg, and then also put a tweezer in between that egg and the rest of the good batch, and then do a pull. You kind of see the string there, and then that egg will be separated as well. Sometimes the egg will also get stuck in here, so I will use a tweezer and do the same action to kind of use the tweezer to get between the sticky string and the egg, and then just do a pull action. The reason why I don't actually hold the eggs with the tweezer is because even though the eggs are pretty hardy, especially when we first harvest them, they slowly turn to be a little bit softer as they're developing. So it's safer to hold the string in between them and then just use the tweezer and the other tool as a separation tool. Okay, so that's how I usually separate the eggs out. So in case, because the eggs are really small, if you don't really have a good eye vision, I will say that the diluted methylene blue usually do a pretty good job of eliminating the moldy ones, or at least they're going to prevent the mold from transferring to the other eggs. It's not 100%, but it's a pretty high possibility that I can do that. So if you do see one that turns white, you don't have to worry too much if you really cannot get it out. But the other good thing is when they turn white, you know for sure that they're bad. So at that point, you can actually just hold it with the tweezer. So even when you pop it, even when you pop it, it's just a bad egg. So you can hold it by the tweezer and then just rip it apart from the rest of the good batch. Cool. All right, so that's how I separate my eggs out. Hope that helped a little bit, and thank you guys for watching.